Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, can Malachi Starks fill in the shoes for Ardarius Washington? Look. Guys, this has nothing to do with talent. This has nothing to do with skill. This has to deal with maturity. And maturity is not just I've matured physically, I've put a lot of work in and certain stuff like that, so my body is not ready. No. I'm talking about the maturity of understanding seeing all the things the NFL can throw at you and knowing where you're supposed to be. Now, John Allmark brought up and said that Malachi Starks is right now, he came up on one of the questions, and he had said along the lines, Ardarius Washington's, season-ending injury really has thrust him into that role. But that's why we drafted him where we drafted him. And he's still not up to speed on a lot of things, but I haven't seen him make no mistakes. So, guys, I had said this even a couple episodes back. And I had said I expect the Ravens to put up a lot more passing yards. There was mitigating factors why I believe they would. This could be another reason. I don't know yet. But it definitely could be another reason why the Ravens have to put up more passing yards. And that's a simple fact that the pass game might be a little suspect for the first couple weeks of the season. Now, we have a lot of elite quarterbacks we'll be going against. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff. Like, we got a plethora of guys that can fling that pigskin. So my thing is, how will the rookie adapt? Because even with Wiggins last year, there were times where you saw flashes, but it was like, man, all right, Wig, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And it took him a while to get accustomed to it. So this is gonna come down to how fast Malachi Starks can get accustomed to the system. How well will they use him? How much will he be able to do by the end of training camp? Because that's another thing. Will he be able to absorb everything? Will they be able to just, he knows the whole play, but we can use him everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Those are big question marks. And who's going to be the depth behind it? Who's the depth? I have a feeling they're going to try to put TJ Tampa as a depth piece at safety. I don't know why I have that feeling, but I have that feeling. Maybe it's because you always say Tampa too. Oh! That might be the reason why. They always say, they're going into Tampa too. If you don't know what that is, it's two-eye safety, split safety over here. People and they got famous in Tampa too because Tampa Bay Buccaneers were killing it when they had won during the time when they won the Super Bowl and a little times after that. And you had, what's the running back's brother's name, who was Rondé Barber? I mean, he the first, picking people off and causing fumbles in that structure as, Tampa 2. So I look at it and I ask the question, it's not a thing of talent. We know the guy can move. We see what he can do. It's more about the maturity of how well you know the book, and not just how well you know the book, how well can you attack? Are you still thinking? Do movement become more fluid? Because it's less thinking, more just, I know exactly what it is. It becomes second nature. When is the game going to become second nature? That's, okay. Clear it all up. That's the question. When is the game going to become second nature for Malachi Starks? And that's a lot to ask for a rookie. A lot. And it's not like he's going against a whole bunch of cupcakes to get his feet wet. Okay, I'll practice against some of these bad quarterbacks. they're not having that good. Yeah, I'll get used to it. No, he's going against Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff. Some of the most explosive offenses in the league we're going against in the first 5 weeks of the season. He has to be on point from opening kick. And because he's a rookie, they're going to be targeting him. That's a problem too. So that's where my mindset is on. And I don't see no one really talking about it. Like, I sat back and I'm like, we know what the questions in the room are. You know, can Harbaugh, you know what I'm saying, get over the hump? Can he, you know, bring his coaching up to another level? Will the Ravens use Isaiah Likely? How well will the offensive line play? How well will the defensive line in the trenches be able to hold up, stop the run, and still pressure the quarterback? All those questions are the normal questions by most of the Raven fans. But the other question is there a possibility that we can have a slow start like we did last year? Because once again, he's going to get targeted. Anytime they're going to be running plays to single him off. Say, okay, let's see how well he can move. Let's see how well he can do this. Let's see how well he can do that. Now, if he makes a couple quick plays and let's say picks off, you know, 2 quick picks or something like that, it could deter them from challenging him anymore. But we don't know what he'll do. We don't know. He might get caught with a double and they're running right down the sideline, boom, touchdown, and we're looking at him like, all right, he's a rookie. All right, Lamar, offense and company. Now you got to respond. We saw what that was like. And that's not, and mind you, I'm not hating on Malachi Starks. I've already said that that's a tall task. You're asking a rookie to come in and to take the place of a veteran that played, not only just to say a veteran that played good, he played at a very high level. Ardarius Washington was balling. Like legit balling. So now he has to come in there and just solidify it and just hit the ground running. And it's a big question mark for a defense that has struggled a lot. A lot. So will he be the guy coming out? Will he struggle the first couple weeks? You know what I'm saying? How long will his adaptment take? And if he does take too long, do they bench him and go to somebody who's been in the league a little longer and then use him, like sprinkle him in at times? That's another question we got to take into account. I don't know. We're going to find out. But what do you guys think? Do you think Malachi Starks is going to hit the ground running? He's going to be amazing from opening kick? Or do you think it's going to be a couple of weeks where it's going to be some freshman problems, freshman jitters, freshman hiccups? Let me know what you think down in the comments, please, all right? Because this is important, because this can affect everything moving forward, because we're going to be battling the Bills and the Chiefs for the number one record in the AFC. But as always, that's episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And now we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we're doing what? Facts and truth. Please remember to like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Leave a comment, guys. You know, love the comments. If you haven't already done so, please remember to like and subscribe to the Wunderkind Morning Show, live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m., where we touch on all sports, hot topics, and we have a little bit of nostalgia trivia at the end of the show from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, with a smile on your face. So be there, guys, or be squared. We had a lot of good things. It's a great show. We have a lot of fun in there. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment, support the channel, you know what I'm saying, do certain stuff like that. Bottom of the screen, QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
Do not